1648, Chapel on the Frith. Scottish soldiers were taken prisoner following the Battle of Ribble Moor. 44 prisoners died in what would have been squalid conditions and then were buried in the local churchyard. The location we investigate tonight was witness to this tragic event and has its own ghostly stories to tell.
We enter this world knowing only life, yet death awaits us all. Using some of the most up-to-date scientific equipment, we endeavour to gather evidence to prove there is life after death. These are our investigations into the mysterious world of the paranormal. Whatever you have seen, whatever you have felt, whatever you believe, there is more to this world. There is the ghost dimension.
Down in the cellar, at the very front room, there is a tunnel which has been bricked up now. This tunnel led a channel all the way down underneath the marketplace to the actual chapel. And it was used when the bandits in the past attacked the town. They would go into the pub, shut the door and run underneath from the tunnels into the church and perhaps get away. When we looked into it deeply, we realized some time ago it's all been bricked up. But we can see the signs of where they've sort of bricked it up.
Hello and welcome. We're in the Peak District to check out the ghostly goings-on at a haunted hotel. This is the King's Arms Hotel and this is Ghost Dimension Flying Solo. Dating back to around 1640, the King's Arms has been a regular stopping place on the Buxton to Manchester Turnpike, and although there has been very little change in the village, the pub has always been at the heart of the community. With the location being stood for as long as it has gained a reputation for being a local haunted inn. And there is no shortage of paranormal activity here.
Locals mentioned that there's a girl called Alice and don't disturb her, and I always thought it was a bit of a joke, to be quite honest. But as the time went by, we noticed some activities happening in the pub, especially one night when we were really busy on a Saturday night, and I had to work the next day in the morning on Sunday. So I looked around everywhere, making sure all the tables are tidy and ready. All beer mats were in the right place. The place looked spotless, ready for opening. I open the door Sunday morning, come in, and I noticed one table had the beer mats moved about in a funny shape. I locked up and went home, and I opened up the door again. Nobody stayed overnight, so to this date I believe something spooky happened. Something spooky happened.
An old man wearing a large hat has been witnessed by staff and visitors standing in this corner, just staring into space, followed by a feeling of sadness.
The man appeared to be wearing very old style clothing with a big hat, holding onto a dimple pint.
Who is this lone man that visitors are seeing? And for what purpose is Alice moving items around the bar? Oh, the King's Arms Hotel, the Peak District.
Yep.
It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Outside is gorgeous, the village is really nice, it's welcoming. And this place is here, like 400 years old.
Something like that, yeah.
And again, it's a fantastic building. You come inside, it's warm, it's inviting, it's welcoming, and then you go downstairs and it's creepy, and then you go upstairs and it's even creepier. But you feel, when you leave this floor, this bar area and the dining area, you feel the difference, you feel the change in the atmosphere, and I'm sure there should be a spirit or two lurking around the basement in here. And I also feel there possibly will be one upstairs. What are your first thoughts?
I love this place, and it's a little bit deceiving the way you step into here and you're not aware of what else is going on, because right now the hotel part of it is under construction. So you come in here, you've no idea. Cellars people don't get to go in, but we've been told a story already about something that's happened down there, given a little piece of advice to try something down there. So I'm looking forward to this. It's a strange place. It's a strange one, and in that cellar there's a tunnel which would have connected to the church. Yes, believe so. We're all blocked up though, as they always are now. I know, but how fantastic would that have been? People would have actually used that tunnel. They would have come out of this place and hidden in there and used it to get back into. Then you go upstairs and it's old, isn't it? Oh yeah. It's very old. Yeah, well, it's as old as the building, because it's not been any extensions as far as I'm aware. It's everything as is, but it's just been left, unfortunately. And you feel between the different levels as you're travelling throughout this building, you actually feel it. In some parts it feels nice, in other parts you know that something potentially a bit sinister may be lurking there. There's a safety about being down here. Yeah. Probably because of the decor and what have you, and it's more welcoming because it's a pub. With upstairs not being used anymore and the stories that we've been told, and your imagination starts to go a little bit. Plus we're working with torchlight because the lights are out up there. Well, you never know, maybe the guy in the hat may make an appearance tonight. I'm more intrigued about Alice, to be honest. The girl? Yeah, she seems to be a little bit of a mischievous one, so... Well, hopefully she'll make an appearance. Well, we can only try. We put everything in place, don't we? We can. Well, maybe we'll put some objects out and maybe she'll invite herself over and maybe touch one of them. Maybe she'll move something, maybe... We don't know, maybe we'll hear her voice as an EVP, or maybe we'll actually physically hear it with our own ears. We've done that before. We have. We just don't know. Every location's different, so there's always a new challenge wherever we go. And there's so much to investigate. Oh, God, yeah. I can't wait to get started. It's going to take a while, I think so. Yeah.
With so many reports of paranormal activity here, I sent Paul to investigate the dining room while I head to the basement, which housed the secret tunnel. Right, so this is now the basement area. Beautiful place. It's like a labyrinth of tunnels underneath this pub. And I tell you what, I've never... Do you know, it reminds me of another basement I've been to on another location. It's white. They've always got like white ceilings and they never disappoint me. I mean, look at this. This is like some weird hook, yeah? Like a hook. What was that for? There must have been a use for that many years ago. I'm heading over towards the area of the pub under the cellar. Oh, I saw a shadow figure just walking down there. I believed I had just witnessed something lurking in the shadows, and unknown to me until the edit, earlier when the shots had been filmed for the show, we appear to have caught a solid black mass, attempting to evade the camera in the exact same location. Who was this spirit? And clearly I was not alone in the basement. Oh, I saw a shadow figure just walking down there. Where the tunnel would have been. That was I'm just going to point this round. You heard that? That was actually the geophone part of this MF1 going off. It's got an EMF sensor in, the geophone. If you tap this, that lights up. And it was also setting off the EMF, so something was coming near it. And it's also got temperature on it as well. Whoa, you seen that? Whoa, thank you. That's the EMF going off. So the temperature's reading 62, 63, 62.9, 63.
So, in the dining room now, there's been a gentleman seen over in that area, I think. Wearing a large hat and looking rather sad. So, I've got a REM down there on the table. Got the meter with the REM function there. And there's another REM over there in front of the fireplace. Temperature's 14.9 at the moment. Yep. So we're going to just see what we can get in here, if anything. Is there a gentleman in this room with me now? That stands over here somewhere. That looks sad. Can you let me know that you're here? I won't mean you any harm. My name's Paul. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take the meter over there. See what the temperature's like if we do this. Just trying to see where I'm going. So that's 14.9. Just wondering if I can put that there. Okay. So that's just on the edge. And the temperature's actually gone up to 15.2, but it's starting to come down again.
Over here I've got a REM, trusty old REM, and I've also, if anything goes near the REM, it's got its own field that it emits and it will set off, yeah? So like that. Over here is the tunnel, which is bricked up, where people would have gone through there to it. Ooh, Jesus, what was that? What the hell was that? That was something here. There's a brush there on the floor. I don't know if it was the brush. I'm going to lean that brush back up. I didn't trip over that on the way in. Okay? I didn't trip on that. It wasn't on the floor before. So that's now there, look. Yeah? Where is it? There. This place is really active. I felt good about it before, and I still feel good about it now. It's proven to me to be one of the most paranormally spooky places we've been to, and I just wish that that tunnel over there I could get through and get to the church. It would be amazing. Maybe somebody could tap on the wall if somebody's still inside there. Is there any spirits lurking about that can tap on the wall? Can you tap for me? Can you make a noise? Can you show yourself to me? Is anyone here with me? There's loads of stuff around here. Is anyone around? Is anybody able to communicate with me? Oh, Jesus, what was that? That was in here. What is going on in here? It wasn't the brush this time. It was something else. It's moving. It's like this is the... It's not over there. I'd have expected it to be more active over there by the tunnel. It's more active in this area. What is this area? Now experiencing clear movements in a basement, was this connected to Alice or another entity? Whatever it was, it had a powerful energy, and unbeknown to me, Paul was also experiencing similar activity upstairs.
Please, if there's somebody here, really do not mean you any harm at all. Just want you to try as hard as you can to talk to me. If there's anybody in there or anybody in the other room, okay, something just hit the cutlery and went ting. I was walking away from it, which is really good. But why do they always wait till you're not in the room? Okay, that's that was over there. I put that on that corner, and now it's up there. So how the hell does that happen? And it's obviously hit that cutlery. Okay, that was good. That was really good. That was very impressive. How the hell did you move that? There's something else that's missing here, I think, as well. Look how the tables lay out with the cutlery. There was one there before. Where the hell's that gone? Well, that's just a tad worrying, because it's a knife and a fork. Oh shit.
This is another part of this basement. This is the drop. It's where the barrels will come down. I don't think there's anything spooky or anything happening here like that could be scary. But I tell you what, it doesn't have to give you the creeps down here. It is weird. I'm sure I just heard. I'm just gonna check this place out. That's the stairs that I came up before. There's the REM. There's the tunnel, which leads to the secret passage through to the chapel of the church. Okay, I heard something get thrown in here, and potentially the brush went over on the floor. Is anybody here? Is anybody here with me? Do something while I'm here. Come on, challenge you. Did that just seriously happen? Did that just seriously happen? That was something. Did that? There was a demonic growl, like a. And then something moved, man. There was a demonic growl. That was not normal. That was like a throaty. Listen. Do that again. That's what I can hear. Make that noise again. Like that. I've got to be picking this up. This dimension. Like that. I've got to be picking this up. Whatever is occupying the basement did not feel like a female presence, and it led me to believe that something more dark and powerful is haunting here. As I further my investigation, would this provoke even more reactions from this spirit? In this area where I am, it's weird, this is... Growl at me again! That was something moving. That wasn't a growl. What the hell is happening in here? Who is that? Show yourself to me. stuff kicking off here. Real bad stuff kicking off. After experiencing strange noises and apparent paranormal activity, I wanted to relocate and lock a camera off in an attempt to finally capture the activity as it happens. I sent Paul to investigate the basement and pick up where I left off, and I head straight upstairs to investigate claims which have made previous guests leave the building.
I do feel sometimes, if I'm on my own, I feel like as if someone's watching over, some small noises and some sort of a small movements happening where you feel like there's something happening and you kind of turn around and feel like there's someone there.
When the hotel was fully functional, guests would complain of the wardrobe doors opening during the night and figures standing in the corner of the room, and on a couple of occasions guests would report that someone was looming over their bed. Reported, we should say, as they were hastily checking out in the middle of the night. Okay, so I've come up to the first floor. I've got in here, in the King's Arms. It feels weird, by the way, let me just tell you that for starters, but here I've got a lock-off camera so I can see what's going on, because sometimes we do miss the action and we don't capture it. So if anything follows me, and maybe a man in a hat, I'll hopefully be able to capture that. Also on the floor here, I've got a REM pod. I've got a REM pod over here, and just literally off camera as I was setting those up, I went to roll and they went off. I don't know what that was or what caused it. Ready? Let's roll. But I can only believe it could have been paranormal. Couldn't find any explanation. I know there's a lot of wires hanging in here, and I'm at no risk because I do know there's no electric. And that said, I've just spotted that seems to have power, but I don't think any of these do, because I did ask. I know that's an emergency light. I'm quite interested to know about this Alice. Apparently she moves throughout the building. Bit of a mischievous character. Don't know a great deal about her other than her name. And she's supposed to be a young girl, but I don't know what sort of age of a young girl. Oh, I just saw something shoot over my shoulder, and I'm not sure if it was a light anomaly or a bug. Describing Alice, Paul witnessed this light anomaly, and after enhancing the footage, it is clear that this was not an earthly bug, and perhaps the start of a spirit manifestation of Alice. Or could this be something more sinister?
I'll have to check that once we're in the edit. Is there somebody down here? Anybody at all? Alice? And I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching this right now has said, who the bleep is Alice? Probably only appeals to the English fans. But there's a song. So anybody that wants to know what we're talking about, Google it. It's funny. Anybody here? You make a noise. Alice, are you here? Can you hear me? Don't mean you any harm. Just like to talk to you. If you'd like to come and talk to me, please come forward. Just trying to see where the blooming on button is with this. So this is one of the rooms that's being decorated at this moment in the King's Arms, but at the moment it's in a mess, and when there's a mess
it seems to stir the spirits, especially when you were... Whoa, that was a REM. That was a REM. Whoa, is this REM here? Whoa, thank you. Is that you? Am I in contact with a spirit? Has a spirit entered this room? What's all the shiny stuff? Okay. So I'm talking to you that is a spirit. Or what? I'm not saying there is, but I'm saying there could be a spirit and the REM pod's gone off. I'm going to ask again for a clear indication. Can you set that REM pod off again? If that is you and you are a spirit, just walk towards it. This device on the floor emits its own bubble of magnetic... Whoa, what's that noise in there? It emits, you know, frequency, so if you go near it, it's got its own field that it emits. If you go near the REM pod, it'll go off, so you've got to break its field. It emits its own field, like a magnetic field, if you like. There's a REM there, and like I said a minute ago, there's a REM over here. I've got to be so careful walking around it, as you can see. It's not a safe place to be when this floorboard's missing. And at the same time, I'm going to call out and I'm going to ask if there's any spirits here that can, as well as setting off my meters, can give me a knock. Okay, if there's anyone here, can you give me a knock? A noise? That was in here. Hello? Can you do that again? Can you knock again for me? I heard a knock and like a voice, and I don't know what the voice said. It was definitely a male's voice that I heard. Can you do that again? Oh, Jesus! What the hell happened then?
A spirit being had just joined the investigation and the equipment alarmed to confirm their presence. The door under the stairs also opened just as the equipment alarmed, and the following footage was caught on the lock-off camera.
Can you do that again? Oh, Jesus! What the hell happened then?
There was no reason that I could find for this door to open. There was no draft or outside influence. I believe that this was a spiritual entity.
What the hell happened then?
Ghost dimension.
That door just opened. No way. I kid you not. Look. It opened. Look. What the hell was that? I can't believe it. Whoa! Whoa! Something moved as well. It's like something shuffled as it came towards the door. I'm terrified to even point the camera in there. I should have brought a torch. Okay. What the hell was that? Is there nothing in there that could have done that? Whoa! Whoa! I heard a shuffling then as well.
Can you make a noise? Can you knock on something? Copy that for me. If somebody tugged on my jacket before, could you do it again for me? It was really good. It's what I asked for. Do something else for me. Please try as hard as you can. Jesus Christ. Something just pushed me into that bloody door. Christ almighty, what did that say? New. something, as I turned, just pushed me into this door. Rabbit, that said, I think. Yeah. There. Mummy. When I said do something, I didn't actually mean anything quite so physical. I don't mind you tugging on my jacket, but I think pushing me is a little bit harsh, don't you? Christ. I wasn't expecting that. It was a proper shove, like somebody just pushed me on my arm. Tree, it's just waffling that now.
Can you push that door for me again? Whoa, they're ramming there! No way, no way! Thank you! And something shot across the camera. I'm not sure that was at the dust or if that was a spirit. I'm sure it couldn't have been my eyes, but something flew across then. Something flew across. Open that door. If you open that door, open it again. No! No, no, no. That was a not. I'm making a noise with my foot, but there was a tap on here. Okay, I'm gonna stay still. Okay, hold on. Knock on the door or push the door. No way. Tap it. Go on. I heard you then. Tap the door. Push the door. Spirit, I command you, if you're here, push that door. You did it a second ago. Do it now that I'm looking at you.
After being pushed, Paul decided to exit the basement for safety and head to the top floor of the location to see if he could make further contact with the spirits, while I continued my investigation of the first floor.
This is one of the areas that people have complained about feeling like they're not alone. And I've just put a new battery in this and now it's not having it. Oh, how you love it when that happens. Cool. Okay. I've got the ghost radar with me, so I'm just going to let that settle for a second. It's got to calibrate around my energy. And once it's done that, it should settle down. That is, unless of course something stood right in front of me, giving me a full house, which we're not quite there at the moment.
I don't like being in places on my own, and when that happens, the door going, it freaked me out a little. I have to admit, it freaks me out, and as you know, it takes a lot to freak me out. Oh Jesus, what the hell was that? There was something that came from down here. I heard something, I can't even see. But see this? I've got to be so careful as I'm walking around here, because if I step in the wrong place, I could be in such danger. Okay.
Let me know. Make a noise. Ooh, shine a light. I've almost got a full house now and I've just got the shivers. I mean, it is cold up here, but that's... oh. And now it's gone off. Not entirely certain. There's somebody here. I was just going to say I'm not entirely certain that the ghost radar wasn't being a bit dodgy because maybe the battery's going. Maybe I'll just put a new one in. How's that? Thought I saw a shadow down there. Let's go and have a look. Okay, not me, not me, not me. That's brilliant, thank you. Oh, I'm not liking that. Oh, really bad. Jesus. All the way up my back then. That just felt like something walked over my grave. Gordon Bennett, that was cold. Thank you for that. Was this Alice? Just gonna get the brilliant, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm not feeling this as being very positive at the moment. I don't know why, it just doesn't feel right. It's just something. Just putting the millimeter on now.
Let's see if we can get this to happen again. Please open that door, I challenge you. Please open it. Oh, no way! I felt that. I don't know what the hell happened then, but something happened here. Like somebody was trying to grab hold of my walkie-talkie. And luckily, I was on the lock-off camera. So we should have got that. I'm hoping it just didn't get caught on my jacket. But it felt like somebody was trying to pull my jacket away.
The spirit that had joined me appeared to have taken interest in my walkie-talkie, and after opening my jacket to look, it seems to let go and it closes. I believe that this was Alice and that she was being mischievous, like Shahab had explained earlier.
Locals mentioned that there's a girl called Alice and don't disturb her, and I always thought it was a bit of a joke, to be quite honest. But as the time went by, we noticed some activities happening in the pub.
Maybe our investigation of the pub has stirred Alice's interest, and indeed, if this was Alice, she was one of the most powerful spirits I have ever encountered.
I do get a gut instinct that it's the girl, the mischievous girl here, Alice. Is that you, Alice? I think it's Alice. I really do. She's not disappointed. Whoa, that's me, that's me. Well, thank you, Alice. Well, was that me? Still going mad? I don't know. Walk away from it, Alice. No way. No way. It's good. It's really good here in the King's Arms. It's amazing.
Was there anybody at all? All I want to do is try and talk to you. Shine a light. Shine a light. In fact, let's shine a light. I just saw an arm come out of this room. Clear as anything, there was an arm that just prodded out of this room like this. Whoa. What the hell? Oh, it's okay. Absolutely bloody bonkers. Shine a light. there was what I thought was whistling coming out of that room. I'm hoping the audio's picked that up. I'm having serious misgivings about being up here on my Todd at the moment. If you want me to leave, give me a sign, do something that I can see or hear. If you want me to leave. I'm trying to get that door frame in shot as well, because if anything comes out of there again, I want it on camera. Just make a noise if you want me to go. Anything at all, I'll happily. And there's your sign. Holy crap. Okay. That's enough for me. I can take a hint. I'm going. I'm not going to stay here in. Oh my god. That then was at 0.5 milligauss. At the same time that was going off, and I didn't really pay attention to it. You definitely want me to go? I think I'm probably going to be pushing it if I stay, don't you? I'll take the hint. That was good but freaky at the same time.
A powerful spirit is haunting the King's Arms, and I believe that this spirit is the one that the locals named Alice.
Ghost dimension.
If this is Alice, perhaps she's attempting to communicate to tell anyone that visits what her real intentions for haunting here are.